the weaknesses of our bridge is that the glue doesn't hold very tight against the sides.
What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes it'll stretch off, and
Like that.
but that's also because these were made a little crooked.
Okay.
And another is these gaps throughout the base, which may corrupt smooth riding.
Oh, so it's not got a good road, smooth road base?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to hurt it structurally?
Maybe, but it should be fine.
Most likely not.
But the strength would be that we got the kind of toppers to kind of hold together. We were trying to straighten them out with these, but I mean it kind of works because they're way more crooked. But then we have like these sidebars that kind of hold on to these popsicle sticks that are holding flat.
Okay.
That glues to these. And then we have all these triangles trying to what? Hold it up. Yeah, hold it up.
And we've got cross bracing through these rectangles.
Okay.
So, and while constructing, this wasn't enough, so we had to add this,
Okay.
and that's basically it.
Okay. So we're talking girders. Do you have girders on your bridge? And where would they be if you do?
I'm not sure.
Columns then. Do you have columns on your bridge? And where would they
Yes,
be?
we've got these columns,
So which ones are columns?
At the,
just like on the outsides,
So those diagonal pieces are columns?
yeah. And then it
Do you agree with that?
also connects with this to make a triangle.
Do you agree with those diagonal pieces are columns?
I mean, they could be, but in more sense, it'd be more like this is a column
Okay, so those are columns because why?
because they're more straight and they're connecting both.
Oh, good. So columns are not diagonal, they're vertical? Or
I'm pretty sure they can be both ways.
really? So what would webbing be? Okay, so girders, columns, and webbing, maybe we're a little fuzzy on.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What were you telling me about cross bracing? What's cross bracing?
Basically just crossing through to add more support.
Okay. What if I were to say cross bracing would be going diagonally from one corner to the other side? Would you think that would be called cross bracing?
Yeah.
Okay. And what if I were to say these diagonal pieces that you're calling cross bracing might be considered cross bracing, but they're also known as webbing. And
This top piece would also be cross bracing.
no,
They're not
those top
diagonal.
pieces would be girders, because they're straight pieces that are connecting your columns and keeping them spread apart. They're not diagonal. Do you understand? So, like here, this would be, if this was vertical, a girder, because it would be keeping these columns straight up and down. Since it's not vertical, okay, basically you have girders here, keeping these apart. You understand? These columns straight up and down.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have a girder going here, keeping these equally distanced apart.
Okay.
Okay? But you do not have any diagonal pieces. And diagonal pieces would be, why? Why would we have a diagonal piece? What's the advantage of a diagonal piece? You said it earlier. What does it create?
Support.
Yes, but how? What does it create? What happens to squares?
They form under pressure, and so they just break more easily.
They form under pressure or deform under
They
pressure?
deform under pressure.
Okay, and what do they do? What do they tend to do?
They tend to move and get out of shape.
Right, and we call that racking. Okay, right? And so you would build something in to try and keep them from deforming, like you did right here. What did you do to that rectangle right there?
Just added
A web, a triangular web, right? And that keeps it from going flat. All right? Okay, how much do you think your bridge is going to hold?
I'm not gonna say we're hostile builders, but
80 to 90 maybe?
80 to 90?
That's gonna be our goal. I mean, our goal is 100%. So, but if not, the lowest we would like it to be 90.
Okay, let's go find out.